Hello and welcome to Reading Time with Benjamin. I'm going to be reading a short story by an unnamed author, and it is going to be shady as fuck, so rip. Right, well, let's just fucking begin, yeah? This is going to be awful. It was just gone midnight. As Liam lay on Shadow's bed, the warm covers pulled up so as to cover his manly hair-covered chest. He could hear Shadew in the bathroom. The tap was running, and he could faintly hear her humming to herself. This is it, Liam thought, as he pulled off his socks. His heart was thudding hard in his chest, his winker a stiff rod. The sound of the tap came to a stop then, and the only sound was of his heart as it thudded inside his sexy, hairy man-chest. The doorknob turned, and Shadew stepped out. She wore nothing but a hunter garb and a hunter hat, perched on top of her lush, soft hair. Liam's winker throbbed. Shadew held a cane in her hand, a threaded cane, capable of extending into a whip. She raised the cane above her head. It extended. So did Liam's winker. "Now then," she whispered, as she slowly made her way towards the bed, the whip dragging behind her. "I hear there's a naughty little beast around here that needs slaying." She climbed onto the bed, and as she did so, Liam sat upright and attempted to kiss her epic gamer lips. Yet before their lips could connect, she pushed him back down onto his back. No, naughty little beasts like you stay down there." She cracked the whip and giggled. Liam knew that he was about to be in for a wild ride, and he found himself wishing that he had drank more gamer fuel to keep his energy levels up. He didn't want to be a sleepy little beast. Oh no. Shadew tickled his belly button, and Liam let out a moan. "You're my vagine-starved beast," she whispered, as she pulled his boxers off, releasing his 15-inch anaconda. "My wee big," Liam gasped, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Shadew kissed his chest, and then his stomach, and just as she was about to make contact with his snake, there was a thud on the hotel door. "What was that?" Shadew asked, as she dismounted Liam and made her way towards the door. "Probably just a V-Buck salesman," Liam replied, eager for some hanky-panky. "They'll go away." And just as he said this, there was another thud at the door. And another, until it was a steady, rhythmic thudding, as if someone were constantly knocking. Another noise could be heard then, faint at first, but gradually getting louder. It sounded like breathing. Heavy breathing. Oof. Like the sound of a fat person as they climbed a staircase. Shadew came to the door and hesitantly looked through the peephole. Her eye met with someone else's. She screamed and backed away from the door. There was a frightened yelp from the other side of the door, and the thudding stopped. "Hey you!" Shadew shouted as she threw the door open. She darted out into the hall and it was empty. There was no one in sight. "What the?" "Everything okay, honey bunny?" Liam shouted in his manly gamer voice. "There was something out here, but I guess they ran off. It was just some pervert watching us through the peephole." "Well, put some tape on it and come give Papa Bear some sweet loving." Shadew turned to go back inside, but stopped. Something warm dripped onto her left shoulder. "What the?" She attempted to brush it, but it stuck to her fingers. It looked like saliva. Disgusted, she began to wipe her hand clean on her garb. And then another drip landed on her head. She froze. Terror seized her. Liam," she whispered. The saliva, or whatever it was, trickled down her forehead. She wanted to run, but felt that her feet wouldn't move even if she tried. Shadew slowly started to look up, and what she saw haunted her for the rest of her life. There was a scrawny pale creature clinging to the ceiling above her, like some sort of spider golem. It was entirely naked, except for a dirty loincloth wrapped around its crotch. It was Neko. Shadew screamed, and the Neko creature let out a blood-curdling shriek. It scurried down the wall and leapt on Shadew, knocking her to the ground.
Give it to me!
The Neko creature screamed.
Give it to me! Give me the vaginas!
It grabbed her by the ankles and dragged the screaming Shadew along the hall. Yet before the Neko creature could take her away, Liam burst into the hallway, his huge muscles primed and ready for action. "Begone, foul creature!" The Neko creature shrieked in fear and let go of Shadow's ankles at once. It scurried away down the hall, its heart filled with fear, a trail of urine being left as it went, like some kind of golem snail. Shadew got to her feet and embraced Liam. "I love you," she whispered through her tears. "Lol," he replied. "I may have accidentally..." What? What the fuck, man? What's this shit? Wait, nanny. Where the fuck's the best... Where's the best bit? I think that's it, to be honest. Yeah, that's fucking it. That's it. Shit, that ended a lot quicker than I expected. Well, I hope you fucking didn't throw up like I did. So, yeah, enjoy that shit. Later.